more than capable. And when Bam Adebayo decides to take over, he can defensively. That turns into easy basket. So the Celtics got to be ready. Jaylen Brown, a lot of talk about the officials, little lighter in his pocket. But what Jaylen Brown needs to do is attack, and he have to attack through space. That's a great example right there. A lot of guys cannot handle Jaylen Brown one-on-one, and if he attacks the rim with a vengeance, he'll be just fine, and the Celtics will be just fine as the Celtics gear up to play in South Beach.
Celtics basketball on NBC Sports Boston is brought to you in part by TD Bank. Bank of the Boston Celtics, member FDIC, TD Bank, N.A. By Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. By Arbella Insurance, here for New England, here for good. By South Coast Health, providing exceptional care from people who care. South Coast Health, advanced medicine, more care. By your New England Ford dealers and Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 48 years.
Heat fans, if you're able, we ask that you please rise and give a championship salute to our Kaseya Homestrong hero attending the game this evening. We invite you to join the Miami Heat family in recognizing the service and sacrifice of our nation's active and retired military personnel, first responders, and families for their commitment to service. Presenting our honoree with a recognition award will be Heat player Simone Fontecchio. Accompanied by her family, Tyler, Bradley, and Talia, please welcome home United States Air Force Staff Sergeant Shella Lawrence. On behalf of the Miami Heat organization and Kaseya, we thank you and salute you for your years of service. And now we ask that you please remain standing and remove your hats for tonight's presentation of colors and the singing of our national anthem. Presenting tonight's colors, please welcome the FIU Army ROTC Color Guard. And singing our national anthem, give a warm Heat welcome to FIU's own Maria Phoenix.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof that our flag was still there. Oh, say not
The Coach's Interview is presented by Amica Insurance, the exclusive auto, home, and life insurance partner of the Boston Celtics.
All right, Coach, getting ready to take on the Miami Heat. Like, it's weird, this team. Sometimes they're dropping 140, sometimes they're dropping 98. How do you analyze the team?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of it just has to do with their 5-out offense. They do a great job of keeping it 5-out, of spacing you, of creating 2-on-1s, creating help-ups, and then they either get layups or they get kick-out threes. You know, you saw the other night against the Phoenix Suns, they get 3 kick-out threes for Bam Adebayo. It kind of, seals the game for them. So we got to do a great job on our individual defense. We got to do a great job on our shifts. We got to do a great job on our closeouts, because they do a good job of kicking out, pump faking, getting you on your heels, and then driving the ball, looking for more 2-on-1s.
It looks like there's trends in the NBA, but your last 3 losses, it looks like every team took a way more physical approach to what you guys are doing. Do you have to prepare your team differently, knowing that might be the
keep the heat even when I'm in foreigns. I'm heartless, cause these niggas is hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest.
Miami Heat basketball is being brought to you on FanDuel Sports Network by Doral Kia. Drive for less. Drive Doral. By Carnival Cruise Line. Score big on vacation with Carnival. By Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud sponsor of the Miami Heat. And by your local South Florida Genesis retailer.
Hating on me just because I'm the biggest, the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
And now, stand up and make some noise for your Miami Number 14, Tyler Hero. Number 22, Andrew Wiggins. Number 24, Norman Powell. Number 9, Pella Larson. And number 13, Bam Adebayo. Your Miami Heat. The head coach.
When you're in this league long enough, you see some of the greats go through storms, and you don't overreact to it.
Look out below.
And being able to quiet the noise a little bit, it just becomes a spark at some point.
Come in. Hope still alive for the Heat. With 8 on the shot clock. Bam for 3. Got it. Bam getting it done here in the fourth quarter. Back to Bam. Come in. Bam's moment.
The ball finds the energy, and it just so happens that it was finding me in some of those biggest moments.
Bam is locked in. Busting out of that swarm slump.
What I love about it is, like, I got to pass Joe.
Another career milestone for Heat's three-time All-Star center Bam Adebayo Tuesday night. Past Hall of Famer Alonzo Mourning takes full possession of that second place on the Heat's all-time scoring list. That's a Toyota Trent. Still a way to go to catch Dwayne Wade, who gets 15 of his 16 Hall of Fame year career here in Miami. Well, Bam, he's got a shot to build on that 29-point performance here tonight. Last March, broke run cycling its franchise record for most double-doubles. But yesterday, Bam said he's got his eye on UD's all-time rebound record. Guys, he still needs to pull down 457 more to catch up to him. Time now to take a look at our Cadillac starting lineup for your Celtics. First, Jaylen Brown, he is back in action after being out with lower back spasms on Monday night. And then for your Miami Heat, they'll have to do it without Davion Mitchell and Jaime Jaquez Jr. But for the Heat, they're looking for a little revenge after dropping game 1 of this 4-game regular season series to the Boston Celtics in Boston in December. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Good to have you with us. And Heat Nation, our officials are Josh Tiven, Gediminas Petritis, and Suyash Mehta. Off we go on another Miami Heat NBA adventure. This should be a very good game as we reach the season's midway point tonight for Miami. A turnover on Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. John, the Celtics 9 above 500, third in the East. The Heat 2 games above 500, 8th in the East. Two very different tempos so far in their season, two very different stories.
That's a great point. Number 1 in pace, number 30 in pace is Boston. So Miami doesn't want to get deliberate. They don't want to get into the half court with Boston. They want to keep moving the ball, play fast.
An early triple for Andrew Wiggins, first score of the game on his 68th trade this season. Remember how well Bam and the Heat started the game against Phoenix Tuesday night. Jaylen Brown will fire a three and miss it. Rebound tipped in. Sam Hauser usually hurts you from the outside, not the inside. The swingman out of Virginia, one of the league's dangerous three-point shooters. Bam on the pitch out from Bella. And the rebound to Neemias Queta, who's an outstanding rebounder, John. We got to study his box outs. He is a student of the box out game as a rebounder.
Does an excellent job as a screen assist guy for them in their offense, too. Sam Hauser working on that mid-range game, too. He at 6'8", pretty skilled guy, and gets to that mid-range pull-up.
Bam pitching back, Wiggins sending it up and in. Couple of threes for the 30-year-old out of Kansas. In his 12th NBA season, his first full year with the Heat. Gives Miami an early 2-point lead as Hauser fires away again.
I love how Wiggs had 7 threes, 2 games ago, a season high, and then went 0-4 in the last game.
And Tyler Hero hitting a mid-range jump shot. Hero averaging 22 points per game through his first 10 this year. Tonight's his 11th game, and that was a 3 for him. Well, the Heat with 3 early triples. Brown blocked by Wiggins. Ball goes into the backcourt, but last touch by the Heat, and they call it over and back. Joe Mazzulla not objecting to it, the third-year head coach of the Celtics. The 37-year-old native of Johnston, Rhode Island, took over for Ime Udoka back in September of 2022. And John, when you're coaching a very talented team like he had last year, winning 61 games, he got very little credit. With less talent available this year, still winning, I think more and more people understanding that man is a pretty good coach.
No, I agree. That's when you're really tested as a coach, when you don't have as much talent. You're having to really scheme and get your players to buy in, and versus more personnel management with a super ultra talented staff.
Well, the driving kick for the Hauser missed through. Heat ahead by 7. Miami's made 4 of their first 5 shots, and they are 3 of 4 from downtown. A good start against a very good defensive team tonight in Boston. Euro stepping for the bucket. Tyler Hero, scorching hot. He's made his first 3 shots, and the Heat lead it 13-4 with 10 unanswered points.
I thought he got fouled too, muscled through that to get to the right-hand runner. That's where you see all that hard work in the offseason, the muscle he put on, being able to fight through that type of contact.
Powell trying to slither past Hauser. Wiggins again. That one kicks off the back rim and is run down by Derek White. And Peyton Pritchard, 2 overachievers in that Celtic backcourt. They have gelled in a very nice 1-2 punch. Pelle Larsson tried to tunnel his way through the Queta screen. Larsson gets called for the foul.
That's a 7-foot, 250-pound man right there. Pelle Larsson just trying to ride right through him.
John, give the home viewer an insight what it's like for the Heat to play without 2 of their best ball handlers, Davion Mitchell and Jaime Jaquez.
It's a real challenge. Those are 2 of the top paint attack guys, meaning they drive and get in the paint and really help create a lot of offensive action for Miami. So they're going to have to do it with other guys. We may see some more screening action from the Heat just to try to create some more of that activity too.
That shot came with 2 seconds on the shot clock. He'd get a miss and a rebound. Larsson attacking Hauser, bulldogs his way to the basket, but the rebound comes to the very aggressive 6'1" guard out of Oregon, Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard thinking about it, now fire.
Oh,
Celtics missing their first 5 triples.
Yeah, they really let it go from beyond the arc. That was a long one too. Number 2 in 3-point field goal attempts, over 42 a game. It's a huge part of their offense. They spread you out. Miami has got to meet them outside the 3-point line defensively.
The running hook for Bam. He missed the putback and then gets it back and got it. Oh, if once you don't succeed, how about trying 3 times?
With the right-hand hook, it finally goes. And 1 for Bam. I was so happy for him in the last game. 29 points, and then an 11-game streak of scoring under 20 points, and was huge in that fourth quarter with 13 points to lead Miami to that win in Phoenix against Phoenix.
I like both fits. Jaime's more relaxed, and Bam's, like I said, it's more universal. So I'm gonna ditch Jaime's and keep Bam.
It's low-key a tough one. I think I'm gonna have to go with Norm on that one. Although I like Bam's fit, I think Norm's just bringing a lot more of that flair.
I'm gonna say drip on Norman's part, and I'm gonna say ditch on Tyler. I've seen Tyler wear better fits than that.
I think I'm gonna have to ditch Tyler and stick with Norm here. I like the background scene, and it's got the Euro summer going on, and that's something that I like.
That's 1 week. I'm gonna say drip on Jaime, or I'm gonna ditch Norm. I don't know, Jaime has that Miami Vice style sometimes.
I would say myself as the flyest on the team, but again, I'll leave that up for the people to decide. You know, you guys can all decide in the comments.
Big pimpin', baby. Big pimpin', spinach.
What's going on, deal of the game, and it is this wonderful Vice Nights hoodie for only $45. I hear it's sweater weather in the MIA this weekend, so get yours today. Located at any of the Heat stores around the Kaseya Center. Again, Vice Nights hoodie, just $45. Let's go Heat.
But I don't beat them. First time they fuss, I'm breezing. Talk about what's the reasons. I'm a pimp in every sense of the word. Better trust and believe them.
Welcome back to the Kaseya Center, where in case you missed it, on Tuesday night, it was another career milestone for Bam Adebayo, passing Alonzo Mourning in the franchise's all-time scores record. And I'm joined now by a man who needs no introduction, the man himself, Heat legend and Hall of Famer Alonzo Mourning. Zoe, you were here on Tuesday night. What was your reaction?
I was excited.
Stop trying to go back in history. It's over.
Let it go. Let it go. Records are made to be broken. And listen, if anybody had to break my record, I was rooting for Bam to do it. You know, if I told him if he breaks any of my records, that means we're playing well. Yeah.
We love to see it. So can you describe what your relationship is like with Bam? You were here since day one.
It's like a brotherly type of relationship. You know, he's obviously the little brother. And when we drafted him 9 years ago, I knew that he had a bright future in front of him. And with the work that he puts in, it's only a matter of time for him to break my records. I want to see him break my shot blocking record. That's what I want to see, because I know he'll get Defensive Player of the Year, something that he's been working to do.
Absolutely, Zoe. Before we let you go, what has Bam meant to this organization?
Everything. You know, he's the heart and soul, and he does so much for us on the court, for his size and how his game has evolved. I'm so proud of him with the work that he's put in. You know, everybody's hard on him at times, but we know what his capabilities are, and he puts a lot on his shoulders. And the other night, he shined for us. You know, and I expect the same thing tonight.
So we appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Eric John, back to you.
Thank you, Kelly. From one Heat legend to another, Alonzo Mourning paving the way for a guy like Bam Adebayo. Couldn't have happened to a better person than Bam. Oh, he missed that inside move on Queta. Mimius Queta in the game, playing with the one foul. 18-4, Miami's lead. The Heat have scored 15 straight. A run that just comes to a close on Jaylen Brown's first score tonight. Brown averaging just under 30 points a game for the Celtics. Kaz Yakachonis is in. He finds Bam, who triples. 6 points for Bam, a 21-7 lead for Miami.
And 4 threes in the last game on 6 attempts against Phoenix, and stepped right into that one. Good ball movement there. Kaz Yakashonis with the extra pass.
The lob for Katie, rammed it down with a right hand. The 7-footer out of Utah State, averaging 10 points, 8 boards a game for the Celtics. He's played well for them.
Yeah, really plays his role and knows exactly what he's supposed to do.
And the foul for the captain. 23-9 Miami.
Little catch and go, using a superior speed at the 5 spot against the slower Keita. Able to get to that right hand and go ahead and flex it, big fella. And there's the 3 ball on the possession before. Bam, after a 1-for-4 start, knocking down his last 2 shots.
Keita comes out. Luke Garza, the 6'10 center out of Iowa, checks in. For the Heat, Pelle Larsson to the bench. And Niko Jovic in the game. Well, the Heat up 24-9, a 15-point head start. Comes with just over 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Electrifying quarter so far for the Heat. Jaylen Brown against Powell. Got him. And he's going to get 2 free throws. That's something he does quite a bit. Get to the free throw line.
Looks like it's non-shooting foul, though. Side out here. Was not gathered on that attempt, so Celtics on the sideline.
Brown scored 30 against the Heat in mid-December. 24 of them came in the second half, where he camped out on the free throw line.
Heat switching the screens, and
Brown turned it over.
Yeah, it really makes a difference guarding Brown.
Powell deep. Kaboom. Oh, it's raining threes on a chilly night in Miami, and Joe Mazzulla man does not have a lot of patience. The defiant head coach of the Celtics sees his team fall behind by 18.
Upgrade. Now, I'm liking what I see on the court. But right now, excuse me, I have 2 floor seats that I want to give away courtesy of Kia. Now, here's how it's going to be won. I'm going to search the arena, and the loudest Heat fan gets these 2 floor seats. 1, 2, 3. Let me hear ya. A little louder. A little louder. Wave those towels. Louder. Louder. Oh, we're looking. We're looking. You're on a 6. We need you at a 10. Oh, there they are. Congratulations, sir. You've won tonight. Kia C upgrade. And thank you, Kia.
And parents, be sure to register your kids for the Junior Heat No School.
When the game is on, I'm like slammed up the
What's up, Heat fans? It's Ariana from the Miami Heat Dancers. My dance style and emojis would be the hand heart emoji, the explosion.
Big Bam getting off to a great start for Miami, leading by example, creating offense, deep penetration, inside-out action there on the pass, hard drive and finding the open Wiggins in the corner, and then again off the dribble with the handoff and getting Tyler the open one. Then it was time for him to get busy. Little putback here and one opportunity, then getting his outside three-point game going, catch and shoot comfort zone, quick blow by to get Keta moving those feet, and Bam right now with 9 points and 3 assists.
Heat on top big, 27-9. Simons, Anthony Simons, the former Trailblazer, joins the missed three-point party for the Celtics. They're 1 out of 7 from 3. They already have 4 turnovers for 8 Heat points. We're going to get a jump ball down at that end. John, the Heat have come ready to defend their home court. They had a signature-type victory over Phoenix after building a 20-point lead, then seeing that lead disappear. They come back to win that game. John, a win the night at home against a very good team in Boston would do a world of good for the Heat.
Yeah, look, Boston in 3rd place and is playing extremely well. Love how Miami has come out with force, but also with great execution, moving the basketball and shot making. And look, this Boston team is not going away. We got a long game to play ahead here, but this is the kind of start you want to have on your home floor.
But back in Boston, as they view this game, it's got to be a little bit of concern. They've lost 2 in a row in 3 of their last 4.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years since the Celtic team has lost 4 out of 5 games.
Yeah,
3 years.
It's amazing, and that's because the way they play, they're really good on the defensive end, and they really can score the basketball quickly because of their three-point shooting prowess.
Bam got bumped by Garza, and the ball bounces off, but Bam going to head to the free throw line for his 3rd and 4th free throws of this first quarter.
It's important to point out the speed difference here. When Bam's playing the 5, he gets bigger, slower guys like Garza, like Keta, trying to guard him way far away from the basket, and they just can't keep up with Bam's speed. And right there, able to quick right-hand drive, draw the contact on Garza, back to the free throw line to hopefully make 2.
Bam Adebayo playing in his 600th career game with the Heat, the 9-year veteran. Took him 6 more games than Alonzo Mourning played to pass Zoe as the number 2 scorer in Heat history. Bam, of course, also second Udonis Haslem in rebounding. He's become a franchise icon and centerpiece, and it couldn't happen to a more deserving or nicer fella. Well, Miami ahead 28-9. A 19-point Heat lead with 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. See if the Celtics can reboot quickly. Jonas on Anthony Simons with 2 on the shot clock. A 3 under duress. That's excellent Heat defense. Second try for the Celts. Simons straight away. That's good. Anthony Simons, a round number for him. 100 threes made this year on 40% shooting.
Yeah, it's impressive. That's what he does, and his strength. Able to get to that 3-point shot. One of the best 3-point shooters in the league off the bench.
Oh, Powell curling around a screen. Second score for Norman. He has 5. The Heat ahead by 18. Bam defending Jaylen Brown right now. That leaves Powell on the bigger Garza underneath. Jaylen for 3. Garza underneath, losing the rebound to Wiggins. Ball goes out of bounds off Wiggins, but they're going to call a foul on Garza. That's going to be his 2nd foul. Josh Tiven had no choice but to call that after it looked like a Wiggins turnover.
He leaned into the left hip there and kind of pushed Wiggins, who fell down and knocked the ball out of bounds. So it really forced the official to make the call on Luke Garza.
Khalil Ware comes into the game for the Heat, so it's Hero, Ware, Larson, Jonas, and Jovic for Miami. Simons, White, Jordan Walsh, Luke Garza, and Hugo Gonzalez in the game for Boston. That's going to be an offensive foul on the Heat this time. It's on Jovic.
Moving screen on the dribble handoff action there by Niko Jovic.
That's the Heat's first turnover of the game. Remember, the Celtics, the number 2 scoring defense in the NBA. Number 3 in field goal percentage allowed. So you get it done against them, you're getting it done against one of the better defensive teams in the league. The miss by Garza, the rebound knocked out by the Heat. 3:42 left in the first quarter. Miami 11 out of 17, 65% shooting. The Celtics 5 for 16. That's 31%. Simons for 3, got another one. Anthony Simons, who had 14 points in the first matchup against Miami, with 6 quick ones off the bench here tonight.
Has made more threes off the bench than any player in the league.
Khalil Ware will triple try. Tipped in by Niko Jovic. That's something we don't see much of, but he got in there and tapped it home.
Working on that rebounding at 6'10", stretching out on the offensive end.
17-point Heat lead, 32-15. Simons gets free again. This one kicks off. Jordan Walsh comes down with a rebound. Oh, inside, it's Garza. Luke Garza, two-time Big Ten Player of the Year while he was an Iowa Hawkeye. Heat lead by 15. Hero on a keeper over Walsh, short. That was a tough shot. And Jordan Walsh, third-year man out of Arkansas, coming down with that rebound. Walsh spending much of this year as a starter. 20 starts this year for him. Eric White, their do-it-all guard. Garza, good three-point shooter. Yeah, he's good. Don't be surprised when he makes them. He's 51% from downtown this year, and he's made 11 of his last 17 from three-point line. Heat Nation, your deal of the game tonight, an original Vice Knights hoodie, originally $59.99, now only $45. Scan that QR code right now. Lock in on a great deal. That's a timely deal. 54 degrees outside tonight, expected to be an even chillier morning tomorrow. But the heat is on right now with Miami up by 12. The great Tim Hardaway, the legend of the crossover dribble, and in our view, still the greatest point guard ever wear a Heat jersey. A basketball Hall of Famer and a Heat legend. Good to see Tim in the house. And John, you had a strong relationship with a guy who you helped get better. You sharpened him every time you practiced against him.
Yes, I had some great battles against him, and then had that 1 year with him, and it was a lot of fun to get to know him from that perspective. And what a competitor and gutsy guy. Always loved to take the big shot.
Yep, helped take the Heat to their first trip to the conference finals back in 1997 against Michael Jordan's Chicago Bulls. Jovic turns the corner. Nico got fouled when he tried to finish, and he's going to head to the free throw stripe.
Really nice selection to find the open area there by Nico. And again, my challenge is for him to continue to attack with that speed, but play at his size, and I thought he did so on that one. Good attack, went right up to the basket. There are two shots here for Nico.
Celtics are over the limit. Derek White has picked up his second foul. And Nico Jovic. Johnny, let's pause for a quick word from Hyundai.
Sick car, man. I charge my phone. Can I get the Wi-Fi, please? Let's put it in sport mode.
Loaded with features for everyone. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
Eric Spoelstra very free to use his bench, but he said he's going to play the guys off the bench that play well. They're going to get most of the minutes. And Jovic, he had just 1 point in 6 first-half minutes Tuesday night. Did not play in the second half of that game. Well, the Heat ahead by 13. Simons on the move, backs up for a triple, and he makes a third three since coming into the game 5 minutes ago. So he has 9 very quick points.
Yes, the Heat not matching up well with Simons when he's coming off those screens.
Kaboom for Kalel. Kalel Ware still one of the top 20 three-point percentage shooters in the NBA, ranked 17th at 43%. What was his 49th three this year? Garza underneath on Jovic, he blocked it. Gonzalez misses inside, and Walsh gets it back. Trapped in the corner with 5 on the shot clock. Oh, nice block out of bounds by Special K.
Double teamed him right up on the end line there. How about this reaction from Nico Jovic on the right-hand hook? Get it out of here. Contests on that one, and then they trap Jordan Walsh on the baseline. Short clock here for Boston. Miami defense playing very well, but have to continue to work on those box outs and complete those defensive possessions by taking away any offensive rebound opportunity.
Garza out, Nene is Keita in, he rolls to the basket. White didn't get it to him.
3 on the shot clock for Simons against Drew Smith. He got some space, and he got fouled. So Anthony Simons, who came over in the Drew Holiday trade in the offseason, originally from the state of Florida, went to IMG Academy in Bradenton. First 7 years with the Trailblazers. First year with the Celtics, and is this a foul or not?
Wow, is that close. Love what the Heat do there initially. Just get Simons off the line, run him off the line. Simons able to get inside with the pull-up. But this Celtic bench right now is giving Boston a big lift. Their starters really struggled out of the gate playing in like the mud. It's a 15-6 advantage with Boston's reserves over Miami's bench. And Simons has really been a big part of that. 3 of 6 beyond the arc. And now a couple of free throws.
And these are Boston's first free throws of the game. Anthony Simons, he's 26 years old, 8th season in the NBA. And he's played in all 40 games this year for Boston off their bench. There are 11 points for Simons. An 11-point lead for the Heat with 1:15 left in his first quarter. Drew Smith turned back. Jovic missed the 3. Rebound Makeda. Simons using the Makeda screen to unload. That one short. Jovic with another good-looking rebound for Nico. Under a minute left in the quarter. Hero on the move. Finds Larson. Now it's Smith. That's good Celtics defense. 8 on the shot clock. Smith, bouncer for Hero with 3 to shoot. Oh, the Celtics win that defensive possession big time.
Yeah, they really did a good job covering up Miami. No easy open shots as the Heat were scrambling in their offense.
Derek White with 4 to shoot. Lost the ball on the way in. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Tyler coming at gangrene. Oh, he got swallowed up alive. Hero goes down in a heap. So did Simons. The Celtics reflect the competitive will of their head coach.
Hard attack. Tyler doesn't know that they're coming behind him too here. And Jordan Walsh making a great run back hustle play to block that one out of bounds.
That was a hustle play. Baylor Shireman, the second-year man from Creighton, checks in. Derek White to the bench. Don't want to get him his 3rd foul late in this quarter. Norman Powell in. He'll replace Pelle Larson.
A couple of 3-point shooters. Look for Tyler and Norman Powell to get the look here on this last play.
Kalel for 3. And the rebound to Simons with a second left from half court. Yeah, the hold your breath as hot as he has been shooting. Now, the highest scoring first quarter team in the NBA has done it again. 36 first quarter points for the 2nd consecutive game. Miami up 11 on the Celtics.
Spotlight on Ariana. Welcome to the court, the Miami Heat Dancers.
The Miami Heat Dancers.
Miami Heat basketball proudly brought to you by Carnival Cruise Line. Miami with a 36-point first quarter on 50% shooting. They went 6 of 12 from downtown, only committed 1 turnover. On the defensive side, they held Boston to 38% shooting. And John, the Celtics 6 turnovers for 9 Miami points.
Yeah, excellent defense that shows how Miami has been really intent on guarding that ball, taking away the quick passing and 3-point shooting right now. Really nice contesting. They've taken 15 threes already, the Celtics, in the first quarter, shooting 33%.
Second quarter underway here in Miami. It's Larson from downtown. He missed it. Queta clears the glass. Bam Adebayo did have 10 points in the first quarter. Double-digit points in 2 straight first quarters as Brown turns it over again. He'd have numbers 3-on-1. The lob for Larson. Hero put it in the sky. Larson did the fun part.
Yeah, really solid work. Heat right now 10-0 advantage in the fast break game. This is the Miami Heat pace, the way they want to play. They're beating that high-ranked defensive unit on the Celtics side down the floor consistently in transition.
Jaylen Brown, who had 5 turnovers when these clubs met in Boston, already has 3 tonight. That's his second score of the game. Well, 5 points for the 10-year veteran out of the University of California. Just an 11-point lead for the Heat as well as it's gone. The lead is a modest 11. Drew Smith faking Shire, setting up Jovic. Oh, he was wide open, but he missed the three.
That's as good a shot as you can get. Driving kick action created there by Drew Smith.
Anthony Simons got hot at 11 points in the final 8 minutes of that first quarter. Jaylen Brown coming baseline. Oh, drop Drew Smith. Queta gets fouled. And Neemias Queta will go to the free throw stripe for 2 shots.
Heat been able to get out in transition. Tyler always makes the unselfish play to Pelle Larsson. 2-hand catch and crush. Love how hard Miami is running the floor right now. And you can see the Celtics a step slow. Again, 10-0 advantage for Miami there. That is good news for the Heat, because when they run with that kind of reckless abandon, they get much better shots. The Celtics on the flip side want to slow it down. They want to play more of a possession, methodical, deliberate game where they can spread out and shoot those 3 balls.
Queta missed the second. The rebound comes down to Khalil Way. Well, Miami in front by 10. Drew Smith from the corner. Ware missing on the tip, but running it back down. Why not? That's one. Didn't go in for him, but a wide open shot for Khalil. This is Shire. Now Jaylen Brown driving on Ware. Oh, tipped in by Queta. And Neemias Queta with 5 points for the Celtics.
He is big and long. Averages over 3 offensive rebounds a game. Big left-hand finish.
Well, he went shot block hunting. Ware got the loose ball, but the deflected pass comes down to Simons. Heat ahead by only 8. They turn it over again. It's Jovic down the middle on Queta. And Queta. That's a strong and smart foul by Queta. Not going to give up a layup. Jovic looks like he's going to be okay. Queta going to pick up the foul.
It's Drew Smith who leads the Heat in steals with that back tip. And Miami out again in transition. Splitting the defender, and Niko Jovic getting the hard foul there. 2 shots for him. Right now, Jovic 1 of 3. He's got 3 points. A couple of rebounds for Miami as he goes to the line.
Niko did not play first game in Boston. It had been a shooting slump for him, 37% for the field over the last 7 games, a 3-point percentage under 30%. John, he gets the shot going, then he really adds something to the Heat, besides his scoring, his ability to make plays and do a little rebounding as well. Heat need all hands on deck without Davion Mitchell and Jaime Jaquez Jr. available tonight. Just 1 out of 2 for Jovic. Oh, out of 2, excuse me. Oh, out of 2. He missed them both. So the lead stays at 8. Miami 4 of 8 from the stripe here in the first shot. Jaylen Brown ducking in. Missing. Rebound. Back to the Celtics. Jordan Walsh hammered it down. And the Celtics have fought their way back. Walsh's first score cuts that Heat lead. It was 19. Now it's down to 6.
Jordan Walsh, a solid fake to the corner, freezes the defense and allows them to get all the way on top of the basket. Celtics and their bench giving them a huge lift to fight back into this game and cut the lead to 6.
Let me take a selfie.
Oh, that sounds like my theme song right now, Heat Nation. We want to make you the stars of the show. It's time for the AT&T Selfie Cam. Fellas, let's get in close. Let's scan that QR code right now. You'll see yourselves on Heat TV. All right, now, boys, got to get in close. The family picture. There you go. Nice, nice. Once again, it's the AT&T Selfie Cam. Scan the QR code, get involved. And by the way, AT&T, thank you for those amazing rally towels tonight. Hey, oh, you guys look cute up there. Look at that. Me and my boys night out, watching the game. Let's go.
The Miami Heat are always finding ways to give back to the community, and yesterday they were at it again, this time honoring the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Volunteers from the Heat and American Airlines visited West Hollywood Elementary School, where they helped serve food to over 200 local families. Heat forward Keyshawn Johnson, along with Heat legends Glenn Rice, Alonzo Mourning, they were there. They were volunteering, served over 40 pounds of groceries to families in need against the Heat, always there for their community. Eric John.
Good stuff, Kelly. But by the way, there's Keyshawn Johnson, the man they call Showtime. The man can even juggle lettuce. Miami had a 28-9 lead. Since then, they've been outscored 23-10. John, that's the only bad thing about big early leads. They usually don't hold up.
Yeah, it's just so much basketball to play. And again, this team third in the East right now, Boston, and they've got some proud, talented players of their own, but it's been this Boston bench that's been the spark that's allowed them to get back in it. 18-6 advantage in scoring from that Boston bench, and a lot of energy defensively to get the Celtics in this one early here in the second quarter.
Interesting, both teams with 7 offensive rebounds already. Wiggins into the corner, it's Pelle Larsson. And it comes down to Jaylen Brown. So the Heat started off red hot. They have cooled off. Jaylen Brown out to Simons. He's the one that ignited this Celtics comeback with his threes. Has 3 of them already. Missed on the drive. Garza spinning it back up and in. Garza been a pain in the butt to the Heat. He's got 7 points off the bench. Hero with an answer. A triple for Tyler. That's his second trade tonight. 10 for Tyler. 7-point lead for Miami. Brown looking for room. Good D by Ware. Steal by Tyler. Darts in front of Simons and finishes.
Love how he got out in the passing lane. He anticipated Jaylen Brown trying to find Simons on an outlet, and off to the races. Probably the easiest shot for Tyler all night there in the lane. 12 points on 5 of 8 from the field.
Miami has 5 steals. They force 9 turnovers, and they get a good bounce by Jaylen Brown there. Jaylen Brown, he's got 7 points for Boston. 7-point lead for the Heat. Just under 8 minutes left in the half. Wiggins on a turnaround. And the rebound comes down to Baylor Shireman, a native of Nebraska, Aurora, Nebraska, his hometown. Jaylen Brown, Drew Smith in his hip pocket. He posts up, and he missed it. And the rebound finds its way to Ware. That's his 5th rebound. Hero from cross court will fire. Kaboom! You know, he was in a 3-point shooting slump over his last 6 games, but a slump no longer. Boy Wonder going 3 of 4 from downtown.
Letting it rip from Sirius deep. Knocks down that triple, gets in the passing lane here with the run out layup, and don't sleep on him in transition on the pitch ahead. Ball fake, reset those feet, let it fly. Heat back up by 10 with 7:14 to go.
going on, Heat fans? Kelly here in section 321, 322, and now it's time for Bernie's Vacation Destination. Kristen, I'm loving your deal of the game Vice Nights hoodie. You listen. Are you ready to win 25,000 Advantage Miles presented by American Airlines?
Yes.
All right, so all you gotta do is watch Heat TV. We're basically gonna see where Bernie was hanging out and vacationing, and if you choose the right location, you're going home with 25,000 Advantage Miles courtesy of American Airlines. Ready? All right, check out Heat TV.
Bernie is vacationing in this vibrant city where European elegance meets Latin American energy, with grand boulevards, historic cafes, and colorful neighborhoods. It's famous for tango, passionate football culture, late night dining, and a deep love of art and literature.
All right, Kristen, is it A, Lima, Peru, B, Cartagena, Colombia, C, Buenos Aires, Argentina, or D, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? What do you think, Heat fam?
I think C, Argentina.
And that is correct. Congratulations, Kristen. You're going home with 25,000 Advantage Miles courtesy of our friends at American Airlines. Let's go, Heat. Happy travel.
Welcome back to the Kaseya Center, where the Heat lead the Celtics by 10 with 7:14 left in the first half. Getting you set for Heat halftime, brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Alongside the coach, Ron Rothstein, I am Kelly Sacco. And coach, once again, the Heat out to a hot start. What has stood out to you so far?
Playing good defense, and we're getting at fast break opportunities. We're spreading the floor. We're sharing the ball really well. But what's getting Boston back in the game is their offensive rebound. They average 17 a game. They're third in the league in second chance points. They already have 18. They've scored on 7 of 8 possessions off a second chance. You've got to do a better job rebounding.
Yeah, hopefully the Heat can get momentum back in their favor. Eric John, back to you.
And right on cue, Garza offensive boards again for Boston. Garza, he's already come up with a bunch of offensive boards.
Peter playing small with Bam again at that 5 spot. Fontecchio out there now as well, eh?
Actually, Jordan Walsh with the 3 offensive rebounds. He's their top offensive board man right now. Soft touch for Bam. 12 points for the captain, 10-point lead for his team.
Good jab step, backs his defender off. Garza unable to shoot right over top from the free throw line.
Well, Bam defending Anthony Simons, who scored 11 in the first quarter. That's Hauser from the corner, and he connects. Sam Hauser, 89 triples this year.
Yeah, when he gets his feet set, it is got a huge chance to go in. Got to run out him, get him off that three-point line, force him to dribble the basketball going inside the line.
Norman Powell draws the foul on Peyton Pritchard. Well, you can count on it night after night. Norman is going to find a way to get to the free throw stripe.
Norman getting inside the line, but Pritchard getting caught with the hand in the cookie jar there, that left hand. And he's smiling, but he knows that'll be 2 shots for Norman since he was inside the three-point stripe.
Let's enjoy our cookies with a message from FPL.
At FPL, our teams are working every day because reliability isn't an option, it's a commitment. FPL, working for you every single day.
Heat finish up this homestand Saturday night. The defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder come to town. 8 o'clock start. Heat live at 7:30. Norman Powell was 7. The average is 24 a game. He's been the Heat's leading scorer all year. Has an excellent opportunity to become a first-time NBA All-Star here in season number 11. Heat by 9. Fontecchio in. He's defending Simons. And right now, nobody's been able to contain that guy. 13 points off the bench for Simons. Playing on an expiring contract this year with the Suns. Here's Wiggins. That's good. Oh, a spinning jump shot for Andrew. He's got 10 points. Front by 9. Just over 5 minutes to play in that. Pritchard spinning to the paint. He had the footwork. He also gets the offensive board. Hauser. And Wiggins finally puts a stop to it. Yakachonis. Nice pass. Oh, Fontecchio. That's a good closeout by Hauser. Oh, in and out of the hands of Bam. Third heat turner.
He'd have been pretty good hitting the ball, though. Only 3 for them, 9 for the Boston Celtics.
I don't know who's moving around more, John. The Celtics defense or Spanish radio play-by-play man Jose Pineda.
It's tough to see the game with those arms of Jose Pineda flailing around in front of him.
The gyrate. 5 on the shot clock for the Celtics. Simons in and out, and another rebound for Wiggins. Well, Simons getting his money's worth, taking 11 shots in his 15 minutes. Lead ahead by 9. Wiggins against Hauser. Kabam! His second triple tonight. The captain has 15.
And the quandary, he puts opposing centers in. Garza trying to help in the paint. Bam open for the kick in the comfy corner there for 3.
Miami 9 out of 20 from 3. Under 4 minutes left in the half. 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Pritchard, he got it past Powell, who reached out and committed his first foul.
Pritchard has not scored yet, but here's the assist by Wiggs. Going one-on-one in the middle of the floor. Defense compresses, and then he kicks it right out. Garza, again, helping off, trying to clog the paint, but that's all Bam needs to have that room to catch and comfortably knock down that three-point shot, his second of the game.
John, Pritchard and White, that Celtic backcourt, they account for about 36 points a game. Neither one has scored yet on combined 0 for 4 shooting.
He'd have really guarded the three-point line well with those guys. They have not been able to block out, though. That has been the problem.
Derek White gets fouled by Yakachonis, his first. If the Heat were defensive rebounding at a better rate, this game would be in a better place for them.
20-5 advantage in second chance points for the Celtics. They continue to send multiple defenders at the rim on their shots, and Miami just seems to be one man down every time those green jerseys are coming in on missed shots.
John, Jordan Walsh, you don't hear his name called that much. He's already got 4 offensive rebounds for the Celtics, and as a team, they have 11 offensive rebounds. That's too many.
That's their philosophy. And again, Jordan Walsh, not like a big physical guy. He's 6'6", 205 pounds. He's just coming in with a vengeance there, coming in on a rim run from out on the perimeter, attacking, and that's what they do. And they're sending at least 3, sometimes 4 guys at the rim there for misses.
John, their willpower has translating into winning power for them. They'll be 9 over 500 with the personnel they have this year. Yakachonis, nice pitch. Adebayo missed it. Rebound to Derek White. With 3:15 left in the second quarter, Yakachonis would not let White get a rim run. Bam with 15, Hero with 15, Wiggins with 10 for Miami.
Yakachonis getting some more minutes here this evening with Davion Mitchell out with that bruised shoulder, and also with Jaime Jaquez Jr., who typically does the bulk of the ball handling for the second unit. He's out with some left knee soreness.
Jaquez had a 14-point game in Boston. Derek White gets in the paint, sets up Garza, who missed it, but a late whistle and foul.
Garza's given them some really effective minutes in just 11 minutes, 9 points on 4 of 6 shooting, couple of boards, and getting to the open area there as Derek White finds him with the bounce pass.
Talking about Jaquez, John, his 4th missed game of the season. His only start of the season came at Boston on the 19th of December. By the way, these clubs meet again in Boston February 6th. The Celtics will be back here on April 1st.
Well, that last game in the 4th quarter against Phoenix, he was excellent. Had 5 assists of his 8 in that 4th, mostly finding Bam. He finished with 8 assists and 0 turnovers, and that decision making this year to me when he's driving. He leads the team, Miami, in terms of getting in the paint, and that creates a lot of shots just for him, but also for his teammates when the defense helps. So they're going to miss him here this evening.
Garza with 11 points in 11 minutes for Boston. The Heat with an 8-point lead, just under 3 minutes left in this second quarter. Jordan Walsh will be called for the foul. Now, Jen, I ran into a bunch of the Celtics broadcasters before the game, and we had a very pleasant conversation, but I ended it by saying, I'm glad we had terrible weather for you guys here tonight. Terrible weather. For the kind of weather they serve up to us most of the time.
That's true. It is a little nippy when we get up there for sure.
Other than that, the conversation was great. That's an offensive foul.
Oh, push off by Kaz. I didn't see that.
Well, Kaz picks up his second foul.
Thought he got one on his hustle to the rim there. 26-6 advantage now with this Boston bench getting it done, and again not having Jaquez Jr. in there to help facilitate, score himself. He's the leading scorer off the bench for Miami, averaging 16 a game. It's been Boston's second unit that have helped get them back in this game.
2 on the shot clock. Derek White missed the run, and the Heat get the defensive rebound. White 0 for 3, and Pritchard 0 for 3. The starting Celtic guards with a total of 2 points, but those bench points have buoyed Boston. Powell makes the turn. Nice pass. Yakachonis got it. Kaz with a 3. And the Heat with 58 points on the board and a lead of 11.
Nice driving kick action to Norman Powell. Unselfish play, finding Yakachonis on the baseline.
10 first half triples for Miami. This Jordan Walsh posting up. Too easy. Good footwork for Walsh. That's his second score.
And his third season. Plays a lot longer and bigger than his 6'6" frame. Very gangly out there, but it just got great length on the defensive side and then offensively with those offensive boards.
Powell driving hard. 9 points for Norman. A 60-point half for the Heat. An 11-point lead for Miami. Bam guarding a smaller Pritchard. Now the Heat constantly switching. Hauser fires and scores. Couple of threes in this quarter for Sam Hauser. He had 5 threes in a playoff game against Miami back in the 2024 first round. Bam powers it in. Bam Adebayo put a little muscle into his game. 17 for the captain. Uh-oh, White got in. Garza for 3. And that's great work by Yakachonis. Couldn't get the rebound, but deflected it to a teammate. Heat ahead by 10. 40 seconds left in the first half. Powell for 3. Simone. Shot clock at 11 now. Powell to the paint. Jump! Oh my! Almost jumped right out of the building. A two-handed dunk for Norman Powell to put the Heat up by 12. That was an eruption for Powell.
Great athleticism there. Looked like he was going to go to the runner, then just put his head down and got right on top of the rim.
He made sure of that. 4 on the shot clock. Derek White with Bam defending. And Bam commits the foul. That's unfortunate. First foul tonight on Bam Adebayo. Stops the clock with just over 3 seconds left in the half.
Love the skirmish here by Miami to close this half, and look at that two-hand finish. Nothing soft about Norman Powell with Luke Garza right around him. Jordan Walsh, Derek White. He went right inside those green jerseys and let him know that it was his paint.
Yes, sir, Norman. Reminding people, hey, I'm only 6'3". Derek White getting all 3 of his points from the free throw line here in the first half as Garza goes out. Keita comes back in for the Celtics. Celtics with 64 wins 2 years ago, 61 wins last year. They haven't had 3 straight 60-plus win seasons since they were winning championships in the early 80s with Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and those great Celtic teams. 2 seconds left in the half. Powell from the backcourt. Gave it a pretty good ride. 17 points for Bam.
15 points for Hero. The Celtics getting their work done on the bench, but a high-flying first half for the home team. Miami looking to make it back-to-back wins against teams over the 500 mark. Up 10 at half, and this TV timeout, powered by your South Florida Ford dealers.
And Heat Nation, for your halftime entertainment, it's time for Dealing with Dale. All right, Andy, you're about to make Miami Heat history. You're the first to ever play this game. Hopefully, you won't be the last. Very simple. 45 seconds to make as many 4 shots right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you do, I'll make a deal with you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's set you right up over there. On my go, Andy. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. All right, the 45 seconds roll. That's good. The layup's good. Andy looking good in the jeans. In those jeans. All right, you got to knock down 4 in 45 seconds. You're now 32 seconds, Andy. In those jeans. You're 27. 1 layup. That's it. Oh, Andy. Oh, Andy. This is like Toy Story. Oh, okay. All right, we're good. That's 2 shots. 9 seconds, Andy. And 1 last shot. Oh! 3 shots. 1, good if it goes. All right. All right, Andy, stand here. Take a deep breath. You look good in those jeans. Next time, we got to prepare ourselves correctly. That was 3 shots. Now, Bernie over here was watching your form. And wait, he has something to say. This is very ironic. Mascots don't talk, but he just told me he wants to make you a deal. You could keep that, or 1 shot from 3 for a bigger prize. Heat Nation, what should Andy do right now? Go big or go home? Keep what he's got? All right, here's how we're gonna do it. If he should keep what he's got, make some noise. 1, 2, 3. Or if he goes big or go home, make some noise. All right, Andy, it's up to you. Keep what you got or go big.
Go big.
He's going big! All right, Andy. Andy, 1 shot. Just like Eminem. 1 shot, Mob Spaghetti. Are you ready? All I gotta say, in those jeans. All right, you ready? 1 shot. Oh, Andy. What should we give Andy? Andy, we're gonna give you something for coming out here and being the first person to play Dealing with Dale. It's not easy. Ask Julia. Heat Nation, make some noise for Andy!
Make that Lamborghini pop, pop. When I'm in that Millie rock. 7 days a week with Gucci socks. Goddess in the room is usually not. I just
10 plays of the night. Number 10, in Philly, Donovan Mitchell looks off the defense and drops a no-look dime to DeAndre Hunter for the fast break jam. Mitchell makes 2 defenders disappear, and Hunter flushes it to set the tone on the road. Number 9, on the road again, this time in New Orleans, Yegor Diomin pulls the magic trick, an over-the-head no-look dime to Nick Claxton for the slam. He never even checks his target, and Claxton hammers it home like it's routine. Number 8, Caleb Martin heads down the lane and detonates over Peyton Watson. Martin takes flight, clears a body, and throws it down with a bold exclamation point. Number 7, in LA, Kawhi Leonard draws the crowd, drops a beautiful pass to Yannick Conan Niederhauser for the thunderous dunk. The defense collapses, a lane opens, and Niederhauser delivers straight power. Number 6, back to New Orleans. Pelicans on the move. Trey Murphy III dishes to Carlo Makovic, who goes up, and over Yegor Diomin for the dunk. Makovic takes off in stride and throws it down like he's jumping off a trampoline. Yeah, that one deserves a little extra celebration. Number 5, Isaiah Collier lifts an alley-oop to Ace Bailey, who skies in for the one-handed smash. Collier floats it perfectly, and Bailey meets it at the summit. Number 4, Zion Williamson grabs it. He goes coast to coast and absolutely bullies his way to the contested dunk over the defender. Zion absorbs a bump, keeps it moving, and still powers through traffic full steam ahead. That's one guy you do not want to step in front of. Number 3, chaos in the corner. Isaac Okoro saves it. Trey Jones receives it again, and Vucevic caps it with the game-winning lay. Chicago pulls off a double save. Vucevic punches the ticket at the rim. Less than 7 seconds left. Jones with the absolute dime to Vuce under the basket. Number 2, in Indiana, Raptors on the break, and Aaron Nesmith comes flying in for the chase down block on A.J. Lawson. Nesmith closes the gap out of nowhere, not in his house. And finally, number 1, back to New Orleans. Jeremiah Fears hits Zion Williamson in stride, and Zion goes full freight train ahead for the dunk over Nick Claxton. He takes contact mid-air, keeps rising, full power here, and he detonates for the play of the night.
Feeling good, better than previous days, so just taking it day by day. Excited for the game tonight.
Oh! Hey! Got a close space, man. Now you don't know what to do.
He's been working diligently behind the scenes with the training staff, but yeah, you can see how he changes the dynamic of our team, offensively. We really can get to a different level with him.
Norman Powell probably has never seen the visitor side of the building.
Thank goodness he's putting on a uniform tonight, a Heat uniform at that. Coming back from missing 3 games due to a nagging right groin injury. Folks who covered the team, folks who cheered for the team, they love that guy. They just might not love him twice, at least 2 times.
Everything's been great. It's always good to be back. We're saying show love and appreciation of what you did, but got to get a win. That's the focus. So.
Norman Powell, 22 points per game in his 4th and final season with the Clippers last year. He's had a couple of games already with Miami of 29 and 28 points, and the Heat trying to win this game for Norman Powell tonight. For 3. Kaboom. Norman Powell making an instant impact.
Pushing the other way. Gets it to Norm. Hesitation. Drive. Puts it up. Got it. And one.
He wants to win. Doesn't matter who scores. Doesn't matter if he gets his. At the end of the day, he wants to win. And, I like having Norm around. He's slowly starting to creep and be one of the co-pilots for this team.
John, just as good for the Heat to have Norman Powell back after missing the last 3 games.
And looking confident right away.
5 seconds remaining. Norm there, double team there. He forces up a 3, it's off. Davion has it, and this one belongs to the Heat. Norm, welcome back, and good night, LA.
Norman Powell, big smile on his face. You know he wanted this one. His teammates on the Heat side wanted to give him that return back here to LA victory.
It was big time, you know, for me personally, but I told the team, man, like, I don't care about me being back here and what it means. I care about getting this win.
Is Bam Adebayo French? No, I'm not French. Yeah, I'm not French. What's up, guys? Let's see what you've been searching for. Is Bam Adebayo good? I think I'm good. I don't know what you mean by is Bam Adebayo good.
Here comes Bam. Look out below. A vicious right-hand finish.
Yeah, great, actually. Is Bam Adebayo a power forward? I'm positionless. I don't really put myself under a category. More so, I do it all.
Murray, stolen by Adebayo. Good ball handling from the big man.
A lot on his plate. All the things that he does, all the boxes he checks for the Heat.
Can Bam Adebayo guard all positions? Yes. Lock down any player in the league? Yes. Can Bam Adebayo beat all defensive teams? I've been there 5 times at this point.
That's rejected by Mr. Bam Adebayo.
Ferocious defense.
Does Bam Adebayo have tattoos? I actually do have tattoos, you just can't see them. Have a brother? No, actually an only child. My mom never wanted to give me a sibling, but take what you can get. Does Bam Adebayo start? Start what? Like, start the season? Do I start? I mean, I'm gonna assume this is starting lineup, so yeah, I do start.
I'm on the one-way flush. Loud pack smelling muffin. Police can't touch me. Bogus police can't touch me. No, can't touch me. Apply the pressure with the VVS. I try to fall like you.
Chilly night in Miami on this NBA Thursday, the season's midway point for the Heat. You know, Miami beat the Suns of Phoenix on Tuesday night, got 29 points from Bam. Miami 10 ahead of Boston, and the Heat getting 17 first-half points from their captain, Bam Adebayo. Eric Reed and John Crotty, we left the lights off for you here at halftime.
Shazam! There we go. Is that why you keep hitting me?
Anyway, a good first half for Miami, John. They did some of their strong suit things well.
Yeah, they did. The fast break game, which is so vital to Miami playing at that pace, really put the Celtics on their heels. And that's the way Miami has to keep this pace going in the third and fourth quarter. But I love the way they advanced it. They were very unselfish, got some easy layups as a result, and the scoring was 15-0. Norman Powell, who leads Miami in fast break points at almost 4 a game, loves to shoot early in the clock on the pull-up, and then the defense helping as well. They forced 4 turnovers on Jaylen Brown, and that allowed Miami to get those numbers and really beat that highly ranked half-court defense down the floor. Again, with Tyler here on the steal from Jaylen Brown. 15-0, great advantage there in the fast break game.
4 of Miami's 5 starters in double digits, led by Bam, 17 points. Bam had 10 of those in the first quarter. You know, the Celtics starters didn't play well. Their 2 guards were held without a field goal. Jaylen Brown was quiet, but on their bench, starting with Anthony Simons, but not ending there, really came through.
Yeah, I thought it was a real team effort. Simons obviously jump-started them beyond the arc, but how about 28-9? 28-9 different on the bench. That's how much the Heat missed Jaime Jaquez Jr. Simon's able to get his three-point shooting going. He leads the association in made threes off the bench. He was tremendous with 13 points, and Luke Garza was big. These second chance muscle points inside. He was physical. Jordan Walsh did the same, attacking inside with that length. And that second unit really got the Celts back in the game.
Yeah, Walsh and Garza split 6 offensive rebounds. You see what Simons and Garza did. By the way, John, you were super lightning quick turning the lights back on.
That's what I do. I'm a part light technician, one of my many duties here.
We open up the third quarter with the Heat ahead by 10. And Miami looking to take care of it. Larson for 3. It bounces off. And the rebound comes down to Peyton Pritchard. So it's Pritchard, White, Queta, Brown, and Hauser to start the second half of the Celtics. Jaylen Brown held a 7 first-half points. He missed the 3. Derek White knocking it off the body of Hero. That's a problem the Heat got to solve, John. Blocking out better and protecting their defensive glass.
Yeah, look, credit the Celtics. It's part of their style, too. They shoot and attack. They crash really hard from all angles, and that's what you got to do to complete your defensive possession. You got to come up with the loose ball. And the initial effort, it's got to be multiple efforts for the Miami side.
Jaylen Brown goes bottoms up. 9 points now for Brown. Is scoring up over 7 points a game from last year. Without Jason Tatum, he knew he'd have to do even heavier lifting for this year's Celtics.
Yeah, no one is going to be happier than Jaylen Brown to see Jason Tatum back, because he is playing at a serious all-star level.
3 plus tax.
Boy,
Andrew Wiggins tripling for the 3rd time tonight.
That is great concentration. When you got a guy running at you like that, to knowing you're going to take a hit, Tyler getting tied up inside, Jaylen Brown getting right into the body there of Wiggins on that shot attempt. Here's the closeout, is just borderline reckless there. Looked like he didn't get up under the feet, but crashed right into the body there of Andrew Wiggins.
Nice bounce back game for Andrew, who's held to 8 points against Phoenix on Tuesday when he went 2 of 11 from the field. By the way, he's had 4 games under double figures this year. The Heat won 3 of them. He's got 14 points tonight. Miami ahead by 12. Just getting started here in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here on FanDuel Sports Network. We'll see you again here Saturday night. Heat and OKC Thunder. Brown missed it. Rebound. Queta threw it off the body of Wiggins, and the Heat had it. Powell and Pritchard. Bam, with a one-handed rebound because Jaylen Brown had the other tied behind his back. It's going to be the second foul on Jaylen Brown.
He had to go get that with his offhand, his left hand there, as his right hand was completely wrapped up. Straight jacket here. Bam on the bottom in a wrestling match, and Jaylen Brown just completely clamping down that right arm. That'll be Brown's second personal.
Powell missed on the drive, the rebound to Pritchard. And Powell is still down on his back, down at the offensive end. Brown sneaking through. A couple of third quarter scores for the 3rd pick back in the 2016 NBA draft.
He's averaging just under 30 points a game. Really doing so much for them offensively.
Number 6 scorer in the NBA this season. Number 6.
Yeah, 3rd in field goal attempts a game. 22 attempts he takes every night for the Celtics.
Wiggins' pass was picked off by Pritchard. Here's Derek White. Those two guys were so quiet in the first half. That's going to be a foul underneath on Hero. Hand checking Jaylen Brown. Hero picks up his first.
I feel like Jaylen Brown's at his best when he's doing this, putting the ball down on the floor and slashing and attacking. Excellent Euro step move to get that ball from the right to the left, and then finishes it off the glass with the right hand touch.
Derek White scores. Derek White, 31 years old, out of Colorado, spent his first 4+ seasons with the San Antonio Spurs. This is his 5th year with the Suns.
First field goal for him. He's been a Heat killer. And
loose ball. Wiggins picks it up. 7 on the shot clock. Powell, beeline, and drawing the foul. I think Kate is going to get called for that. Be the 3rd team foul on Boston early in this quarter.
Powell taking some hits. He had fallen down in the last possession. on his back. This time goes hard and gets hit. Looks like in the face by Queta on the follow through there. And Powell kind of bent over, trying to regroup himself there before he takes the 2 free throws.
By the way, we're taking a close look at Jaylen Brown, the 29-year-old 4-time All-Star. I was wondering if he looks any lighter to you. He's about $35,000 lighter is what I'm trying to say. He got fined $35K by the NBA for his very vocal criticism of the officials in the game against the Spurs. Yeah, the Celtics have had 2 straight games under 10 free throw attempts.
It's interesting. I mean, we had our general media session, and somebody asked that question about their free throws. I think a huge part of that is they're also taking 42 plus threes a game. You know, that's second most in the league. If you're going to take that many three-point shots, you're not going to be rewarded with free throws because you're taking a lot of perimeter shots. You got to go to the rim. You got to put it down on the floor and attack that basket aggressively to draw fouls.
Jaylen Brown pitches out to Hauser. Pritchard with 6 on the shot clock. Gets it to Queta, 2 on the shot clock. Queta just constant pursuit of any rebound, whether it's his miss or not. Good D by the Heat. 10-point lead for the Heat. Hero dealing with Pritchard. Mid-range splashdown. 17 points for Tyler Hero.
That's a good matchup, though. He knows he can shoot it over top of the shorter Pritchard. Gets into that pull-up zone just inside the free throw line and elevates over top.
Oh, nice work by Larson fighting over the screen, and White got it right back to Neemias Queta. 38th start this season for the 5th-year pro. He's averaging 10 points and 8 boards a game. Plus, he's got 46 blocks. Heroes 3 ricochets back. 10-point Heat lead. 8:10 left in the 3rd. That defense by Larson got help from Bam. Pritchard, oh man, slalom through the defense. Peyton Pritchard, first score of the game for him.
Yeah, really nice move for a smaller guard in traffic there. Excellent footwork getting into that banked layup.
Della Larson started tonight, place of Davion Mitchell, who's out with the sore shoulder. Wiggins short on the 3. Jaylen Brown. And he will go to the free throw stripe, I assume, here on the Hero foul.
Peyton Pritchard was 0 for 3 until this move here. Faking right. That is about as good a Euro step footwork as you're going to see around one of Miami's better defenders. And Jaylen Brown comes right back with some Euro footwork of his own. Picks up the foul from Tyler. I like how Bam didn't give up on that play, because if he allowed him to stroll in and just lay that in, it's an end 1. Now it's just 2 free throws for Jaylen Brown.
Celtics do rank dead last in the league in free throw attempts, just under 19 a game. Wiggins out, Fontecchio in. Kaz Yakachonis also checking into the game. He replaces Tyler Hero. But Jaylen Brown, remember, he had 24 second-half points against the Heat in the first matchup in Boston.
He's averaging over 7 free throw attempts a game. That's 10th in the association because of his slashing style. That was just his first 2 free throws there.
Lead is down to 6 for the Heat. Boston's only lead tonight was 1. Bam. Oh, nice reverse move as he scooted right by Queta.
Yeah, that again is in his wheelhouse, getting Queta away from the rim where he doesn't have to back down, but he can face him up, attack him off the dribble.
7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. White missed it. Rebound to Fontecchio. Larson. Oh man, Pella right to the basket. He's going to get 2 free throws after the timeout here at the Kaseya Center.
Big Bam working Queta on that baseline, pulling the big man away from the rim and using that superior speed to get to that reverse layup.
Get me a parachute.
Hey, Heat fans, look up. It's time for the Carnival Parachute Drop. And be sure to look inside those shirts. If you catch the special limited edition red Carnival shirt, you've won a free cruise courtesy of Carnival. Who wants a free cruise? Make some noise! We're looking for that red Carnival shirt. If you have it, find our cameraman, show it to us. That red shirt is out there somewhere. There it is.
Heat Nation, good to have you with us, so as always, and our pleasure to show you your deal of the game tonight. The original Vice Night hoodie, originally $59.99. You can be wearing it tomorrow for $45. Scan that QR code right now. Lock in on a great deal. Well, the Biamonte family supporting their Heat gear. Michael Biamonte, the longtime public address announcer here at the Kaseya Center, the Heat public address voice, about 34, 35 years, and as announced earlier this season that this will be his last season with the Heat as the PA voice. The distinguished Michael Biamonte. Something about PA guys, John. Different one in each city. They all have their personalities. Mike has put a lot of his into his book.
Yeah, and just the signature phrases and the tone, the intonations. He's been special here for Miami.
All right, John, we'll put you on the spot. Other than Biamonte, when we travel, is there a PA announcer out there that strikes your fancy?
I mean, I always, it's funny. Initially, I didn't like him, but I do like the guy in Detroit now, Mason, because I don't know. I think he's fresh. He's a little different.
Detroit
basketball still rings in my head.
Oh, nice steal by Norman Powell. With the Heat up 10, they got numbers. Larson from Bam. Don't you just love it when the Heat take defense and turn it into offense?
Sure do. Gorgeous sharing of the ball, too. 2 more fast break points for Miami.
And 15 points off 11 Celtic turnovers. Jaylen Brown trying to create space over Fontecchio. Challenge the shot. That's good defense by Simone. Bam. Off his leg, out of bounds. Celtic ball. Simons in transition. Oh, the Heat late in getting back. Simons makes you pay. He's got 16 and he's tripled 4 times.
That was a ridiculous inbounds, though. The referee should not have given the ball to the Celtics. The Heat were not even up, but Bam wasn't even up off the ground. That was not well done by the referee there. Gave Boston an advantage on the break.
Adebayo against Jordan Walsh. Larson gets a clean look. And he gets knocked down by Garza, who fouled the three-point shooter. So Luke Garza picking up his 3rd foul. And Pelle Larsson will get 3 free throws.
It was like the slow motion contact there. Garza can't believe it.
Garza, the NCAA Player of the Year 6 seasons ago as an Iowa Hawkeye, was a first-team All-American, two-time Sporting News College Player of the Year. Matter of fact, his number 55 retired at the University of Iowa.
He's really changed his body. He came in, he was much heavier, lost a lot of weight. He's playing with more quickness. He's 6'10", 243 pounds. And, you know, when you look at what this Celtic roster did, they got rid of a lot of guys on the front court, very celebrated guys. Porzingis, Al Horford were the two guys that, you know, come to mind right away. And it's been Keta and Luke Garza that have really bolstered this front court and really played well within their roles as you know, rebounders, screeners, good defenders protecting the paint, opportunistic scorer.
10-point Heat lead, 5:18 left, third quarter. That's off Simon's. Oh, I thought for sure it was off Simon's leg out of bounds, and they do change the call. Give it a minute, Petrinas. Thought better of it.
Here's a quick call here going through the legs.
Yeah, right off his hand.
Boom, right off that right knee, hamstring there.
Miami trying to get their 22nd win of the season and their first win this year against Boston. Good if it goes, and it does. A chance at a three-point play for Stormin Norman.
Loving right now how he and Hero contributing. When both the other guy takes a rest, they really ramping up their game. Powell right now attacking off the dribble with Tyler on the bench taking a quick blow. And Norman Powell's got 15 on 5 of 8 shooting. Back to the line here for his 5th free throw. Tyler's got 17 points on 7 of 11. So the second game in a row, that we're starting to see these two guys, they're playing well together. And then Coach Spo able to leave at least one on the floor at all times to give Miami that consistent offensive boost.
Hero has 17, Powell has 16. Jaylen Brown spins one in. Well, he's got 8 points in the quarter, 15 on the night. Miami up by 11. Norman Powell twisting and scoring. Norman getting it done every which way. Joe Mazzulla's seen enough. The Celtics head coach calls a timeout with Miami in front by 13.
Hard right hand up and under and puts it in the left hand with some touch. Heat by 13 with 4:49 to go in the third.
Don't miss appearances by Heat legends from the 2016 with a special halftime ceremony. You can get your tickets at heat.com/tickets and get ready for the night with the 20th anniversary collection from Court Culture, available at all Heat store locations as well as MiamiHeatStore.com.
All right, Heat Nation, DJ M not hanging out in the booth right now. You know what time it is. It's time for the Snap Cam presented by Kaseya. Let's see what we're gonna put on right now for the Snap Cam. Are you ready, Heat Nation? Let's go. Oh, look at that. The 2006 championship ring on your head. I love it. Yeah, we're going back in the time. What an amazing year. Hey, it's on you.
I'm Kelly Sacco from the
the Rooms to Go Lounge. 7 years since it first lit up the league, Vice Nights are back. Snag the best-selling City Edition uniform of all time at any South Florida Heat store location or MiamiHeatStore.com. The only place to shop jerseys featuring the official jersey patch, celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Heat's first championship. From the beautiful Rooms to Go Lounge, I'm Kelly Sacco. Now let's send it back to the broadcast.
One of the numbers we look at all the time is points off turnovers. Why? Because it's indicative of whether the Heat are going to win or lose. Miami 19-6 this year when they score more points off turnovers. Tonight it's 18-5 in points off turnovers, favoring the Heat. But a long road still to travel. 4:45 left, third quarter. The Heat ahead by 13. Second of 4 matchups this year between these two clubs. They have met in 6 different playoff series 4 times in the conference final. And the Heat won 3 of them. Jaylen Brown rolls it in. That's what this guy does, John. He can have a quiet first half and then take over the second.
Yeah, look, he's going to take over 21 shots a game, too, so you can't rest. He is going to get his shots up.
Jaylen Brown in the first matchup had 30 points, only 6 in the first half, 24 in the second. Tonight, a 7-point first half on 3 for 9 shooting. And here in this quarter, much, much better. He's got 10 points in this quarter alone. Celtics are over the limit. That's why Yakachonis is getting these free throws. Hey, don't forget to stay tuned for our fast break presented by FPL at the end of this quarter. Let's try to come up with an interesting NBA topic, and we think we got another good one for you tonight. Yakachonis makes the second of 2. He's short on men tonight. Davion Mitchell is out. So is Jaime Jaquez Jr. Heat ahead by 12. Jaylen Brown, collided with Yakachonis. Pritchard to the paint. Simons. Jordan Walsh, another offensive rebound for him. That's his 4th of the game. 8 on the shot clock. Jaylen Brown. Now it's Pritchard. Brown with 3 to shoot. And Bam with a flyby foul on the 3-point shooter. That's a frustrating foul for the Heat to get.
Really is.
Second on Bam.
Did such a good job locking in that whole possession until that final shot. Bam flying by, and he actually hits the hand after the shot's released too. I mean, that is a good 1/1000 afterward. I mean,
by the way,
that is a tough call.
Did you hear Bam after the game? After the Phoenix game, he had been in a prolonged offensive slump. He broke out with 29 points. They said, did you talk to anybody in particular? He said, well, yes, including the person I live with, his rather well-known girlfriend, Asia Wilson, who happens to be the best player in the WNBA.
Right.
He also said he talked to Dwayne Wade about getting through some rough offensive moments. And when he talked to Udonis Haslem said, keep rebounding, keep defending, keep doing your thing. But a positive influence circle around the captain, Bam Adebayo.
That's great. Look, he is the culture carrier, if you will. He really is a vocal leader. He also does it by example. Great defense, great physicality. Brings it every night, plays hurt if he has to, and just does so many things from a winning perspective. He continues to work at his craft all the time. So happy for him to get back on that scoring track.
Us too. Norman Powell, crafty left-handed drive for Norman. Powell with 20 points. Miami ahead by 11. Under 3.5 to play in the third quarter. This is Brown, guarded tightly by Larson. Missed the shot, rebound, batted out. Larson, he will wait for some help. Fontecchio got fouled. Simone, he's been just itching and waiting and staying ready for an opportunity like this. He's going to get himself 3 free throws to get on the scoreboard tonight.
Garza lumbering around, lunging, and bumping right into Fontecchio. 3 shots for Simone, and he has not taken a shot in his 12 minutes. Again, when you're fouled, it doesn't count as a field goal attempt.
By the way, that's the 14th time Fontecchio has been fouled shooting a three. Let's pause for a message from Duncan.
It's time to get back in the game, and Duncan has you covered. From late nights to early mornings, America runs on Duncan.
Here are the leaders. Fouled when shooting a three. And we got 2 on our side. Adebayo, Powell, and Larson to the bench.
Impressive with
Jovic, Wiggins, and Hero back in.
Impressive with Fontecchio because he's only playing, 16 minutes a game, and he hasn't, even played in every game. He's just known as being a three-point shooter, and the defense continues to run at him aggressively.
Makes all 3 of those free throws. Miami 17 of 23 at the stripe, ahead by 14 on the scoreboard. 3 minutes left in the third. Jaylen Brown, that's a hungry man right now. Ooh, he did travel. The 13th turnover on the Celtics.
It's got to be at least his fifth.
That's his 5th. Johnny had 5 turnovers in the first matchup.
Yeah, here he is. Watch the pivot foot right here, establishes that left foot, and then there it is. Little electric slide there. And he picks up the turnover.
Yeah, it's good if you're on a cruise, not if you're playing the game. So, here's Jovic. Nice pass. Another one. Wiggins could not bring it up. Ball gets knocked out, and the Celtics will get it back. Well, Miami shooting 51%. They played a clean game, only 5 turnovers. Celtics at 45% with 13 turnovers. Boston has a 9 rebound advantage in the game. They've hurt the Heat with offensive rebounds.
That's what's hurt the fast break in Miami's favor. The second chance points have really been in Boston's favor.
Derek White, it's spun out. And look at that battle for the rebound. Boy, Garza creating havoc. He gets the ball back for the Celtics. Brown. And the rebound in a crowd to Wiggins. That's a 7th rebound. For a slender guy, that man will mix it up. Oh, the deflection on the Hero pass by Simons. Brown. Oh, Wiggins went up, blocked it, but committed the foul. Yeah, it was Yakuchonis that got him. 3rd foul on Kaz.
Came right across the left arm there.
Jaylen Brown, over the last 16 games, scoring 31 points a game. Man is top 10 in layups made with 135. He finds different ways to score and came back this year knowing that he'd have to carry the load without Jason Tatum for at least most of the season. Came back in great shape, John, and he has been up to what has been a Herculean task for him to lead this team.
I'll tell you what's impressive when you look at his numbers is his percentages, shooting percentages, because he's having to take so many shots. He's the focal point of the offense every night. He's shooting just under 50% from the field and about 38% from 3. So solid work by him being able to shoulder that load. Again, he is going to be super happy when Jason Tatum comes back to relieve some of that pressure.
Tyler Hero, a line drive triple. Tyler Hero, that's his 4th triple of the game. He's got 20 points. Miami's ahead by 15. Jaylen Brown, by the way, 15 points for the Celtics in this quarter. Jovic with a 2-handed rebound on that 3-point miss. Up by 15 with the rock. Yakuchonis. Now it's Jovic. Rebound to Fontecchio, but he couldn't hold on. Here comes Derek White. Heat defense gets back. Simons. Tough shot for Anthony Simons.
Yeah, across his body. Going left, shooting it with the right hand in the face of the defense there. Simons now 6 of 14 overall. He's got 18 points.
Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. Yakuchonis missing. Rebound to Jaylen Brown, and he saves it into Simons. Simons. Oh, Simons says, I'll take another 3. That's 5 triples for him and 21 points. He's got 8 points in the quarter. It's a 10-point Heat lead. Hero behind his back. Garza tracking. 6 to shoot. Fontecchio. And it will bounce right to Sam Cassell, a Celtic assistant, on that Boston bench.
Boy, they got what they wanted. Tyler drew a double team there. They left Fontecchio. He drags out the double team and kicks it across to get Fontecchio the open 3 ball. Miami right now 12 of 32 from beyond the arc. That's just over 37%.
How about the Heat taking more threes than the Celtics tonight? 32 to 28 in attempts. Boston is second only to Golden State in both makes and attempts. Simon's missing from 3. Loose ball rebound, Yakachonis. And the third quarter comes to a close. Yeah, a quarter that has given Miami lots of problems recently, not so much tonight. Both teams held to 29 points in that third quarter. So it's 93 to 83, Miami through 3 quarters. Welcome to the Fast Break presented by FPL, working for you every single day. Now, last night out west in Sacramento, Jalen Brunson early in the game, 5 minutes in, sprains his ankle. That would finish the night for him. Meanwhile, DeMar DeRozan would score 27 for the Kings. Zach LaVine had over 20 points in that game. Russell Westbrook played well. You know who else played great? Precious Achiuwa, the former Knick, who was let go by the Heat in the preseason. He had 20 points and 14 rebounds. And the Kings, who have only 11 wins this year, beat the Knicks 112 to 101. So Brunson missing tonight's game at Golden State for the Knicks, who are just 8-11 on the road. As for Sacramento, we will see them on the Heat's upcoming road trip. John, they have 3 straight wins, by 13 over the Rockets, by 12 over the Lakers, and by 11 against the Knicks. They have a reasonably good roster, and I just think that means on that 5-game West Coast trip, there is not an easy game in sight.
No, it's going to be a tough one for Miami. The last time we go west, and those games are always tough. And back-to-back, we got Golden State with Sacramento. That's always a challenging back-to-back before we flow down the coast from there. But got to take care of business right here at home, and Miami doing that so far. Love the way they've played in this third quarter, and now hopefully into the fourth. The third quarter had been a real problem for Miami, but they came out and played with good aggressiveness, good defensive energy, and then being able to score the basketball on the offensive end.
To beat a good team, you have got to play 4 solid quarters. That's what the Heat are out to do. You see where the Celtics are at. A half game behind the Knicks, a half game in front of Toronto. Listen, you have a bad week in the East, you could drop from 3rd to 8th in a heartbeat. Back to the game after a quick word from our friends at FPL.
We're working every single day to ensure you have reliable electricity while keeping bills as low as possible. We're honored to serve Florida for 100 years. FPL, working for you every single day.
Well, Norman Powell has 20 points. Tyler Hero has 20. Bam Adebayo with 19. For the Celtics, Jaylen Brown with a 15-point third quarter has 22 points. Anthony Simons off the bench with 21. He's tripled 5 times. Reed and Crotty with statistician John Shimchuk here in the Dr. Jack Ramsey Memorial Media Center, located high above courtside at the Kaseya Center.
Now let's remember, it was in Boston. It was the fourth quarter where Miami was outscored 37 to 27. They got blitzed beyond the arc in that third. They got to maintain that pressure on the three-point line against Boston.
Nemias Queta with that jump hook, giving him 9 points and 8 rebounds. Just underway here in the fourth. Heat going with Smith, Wiggins, Jovic, Larson, and Hero. Wiggins sends it back. Drew Smith, short. Hero catches up to him. Fresh 14 on the shot clock, and he gets fouled by it's Shireman.
Spaniard
Gonzalez.
Spaniard Gonzalez, the rookie. Trying to put some length on Tyler here right now with Hugo Gonzalez at 6'6", just 19 years old out of Real Madrid. He's going to look to body up Tyler here while Norman gets a quick break. Powell.
Just a minute in, not even a minute into the fourth quarter, the money quarter here in Miami. Hero with Queta on it, a 7-footer. Jovic for 3,
Rebound to Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins couldn't hold on. Simons with the pickup. This is Derek White feeding Gonzalez. He slips right through. So Hugo Gonzalez with his first score of the game. It's a 6-point Heat lead. Hero got fouled before the shot. Basket will not count. Looks like another one on Gonzalez. Now, Hugo Gonzalez picking up back-to-back fouls. He's from Madrid, Spain. A late first-round pick by the Celtics. They tabbed him at number 28. He could use a score here. Hero against Hauser. So he was determined not only to take it, but to make it.
That's a challenging shot over the 6'7" Hauser there, right to left crossover, and had to get to the fadeaway mid-range.
22 for Tyler. 8-point lead for Miami. Simons. And the rebound of Jovic. Nico coming downhill. Bumped by Hauser. Ball dislodged. Simons coming at Larson. Good work with the dribble. He's a shifty guy.
Yeah, very quick. You're waiting for the three-point shot, but able to get to the rim.
Jovic got to the rim, but missed. Well, 23 points now for Simons. Here he is again from deep. And Jovic might have gotten a little bit away with a push there. Hero against White. By the way, the entire Celtics bench on their feet. They are into this thing. Hero trying to turn the corner. Smith. Foul before the... No, he stepped on the sideline out of bounds.
Boy, you got to maybe get Norman Powell back in there sooner than you want offensively. Heat coming out flat here. And they're really taking away Tyler Hero's ability to go to work with some solid defense on him.
Simons being defended by Jovic. You see Hero comes out to help and now switch. Oh my, he just toyed with the Heat defense. Timeout Miami. Simons says 4-point game. 9:04 left.
Question and respond in kind. Who's hungry? It's time for the Papa John's Pizza Dash. I'm coming uptown. Downtown, we got the Heat dancers. We got a hoop troop. I will deliver. It is hot. It is ready. It's the Papa John's Pizza Dash. I can hear you. I'm coming up there. Heat dancers, hoop troop, Bernie. You need something with that beer, sir. There you go. That's how we do the Papa John's Pizza Dash. Let's go.
Welcome back to Miami. Your fourth quarter follow is brought to you, like always, by Ocean Bank. Miami with a 95-91 lead. even though they're without starting point guard Davion Mitchell and six-man Jaime Jaquez Jr. Points off turnovers, you could check that box for Miami. But bench scoring, John, that's a big plus for Boston.
Yeah, huge. 42-13 advantage. That Boston bench has been critical for them. And that guy right there, Anthony Simons, has been tremendous. He's averaging just about 13.5 points a game, but how about 25 points for him tonight coming off that bench?
His 7th game this season of better than 20 points. His season high is 27. Did that against the Bulls. 8-2 Boston here in the fourth quarter. 8-2. 8 on the shot clock. Bam's back in. Hero from deep. Offensive board for Bam Adebayo. Been a quiet rebounding game for Bam. That's just his 3rd. Wiggins. Oh, could not score in the basket area. Hauser. Rebound batted out, but batted out of bounds by Hugo Gonzalez. Well, there is no give up or let up with either of these two teams. Eric Spoelstra's Heat, Joe Mazzulla's Celtics. Home crowd trying to get engaged. Bam driving on Hauser. Yakachonis bouncing it for Adebayo with 4 on the shot clock. Difficult shot, good Celtics defense. Derek White. Bam, that's a good box out by Bam to keep Keita away from him. Wiggins, high dribble, great footwork, and finally a foul. So Andrew's skill work rewarded with 2 free throws.
He's waiting for this substitution. Coach Spo can't wait any longer. He's got to get Norman Powell back in the game. Great one-on-one move with Andrew Wiggins using the ball handling to go after the rookie there one-on-one. He'll get himself to the free throw line. 5 of 10 from the field. 14 points for Wiggs, 7 boards. He's had a nice complete game. I like the way he's defended tonight as well.
John, Derek White with 3 fouls, but the Heat offense bogging down. The Celtics are very good defensively. Miami has missed 6 of their 7 shots in this quarter.
Yeah, this is why coming in now with Norman Powell. Oh, this is interesting. Tyler's going to need to get a quick blow. I thought Tyler would be able to stay out there.
Hero 22 points in 25 minutes. Well, the Celtics are in Atlanta on Saturday and then in Detroit on Monday. 2 free throws for Wiggins. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins. Miami in front by 6. And Simons had that knocked out of bounds by Yakachonis. And he might have got a little piece of Simons in the face. Fontecchio back in. Wiggins will go to the bench. Simons rejecting the screen, will fire the 3 and bury it. Wow, what a game he's having. He's got a season high of 8 threes this year. Tonight he is 6 of 14. He has 28 points. Larson got headlocked by Keita. Keita is going to pick up his 5th foul.
Simons getting to that left hand and the step back action there. Shooting right over the top. He is playing with great confidence. He's taken more shots than anyone on the floor, including Jaylen Brown, their star, who's taken 19 shots. He's taken 21. About 6 of 14 from 3-point range alone. 14 threes he's taken.
You know, Simons, he's had 2 previous 28-point games against Miami. That's what he's got right now. 3-point Heat lead. Bam on the turnaround. Tipped up and missed by Fontecchio. 7 minutes left. A slim 3-point lead for the Heat. Simons. And the rebound of Fontecchio. Good hang time for Simone. Bam. Yakachonis. Yes. Big 3 for the rookie.
Really nice ball movement. Heat go from the right wing. Fontecchio finding Bam in the middle, who rifles it across to the comfy corner 3 for Kaz Yakachonis.
You want a big win, you're going to have to make some big shots. The young man just did.
Simons against Powell, gets past him, all the way in. Right now, Simons has taken the game over.
He really
got 30 points.
He's getting what he wants too. He out beyond the arc or putting it down on the deck to the rim.
Bam for three. Nope. Rebound Gonzalez. It's a 4-point Heat lead, just over 6 minutes to play. Simons again, the man is feeling it. The Heat put Bam on. Now Larson switches out. Oh my. Get out the fire hose. 32 points for Simons.
Tough fadeaway jumper too from 11 feet. He's been scoring at all 3 levels at the rim, beyond the arc, and in the mid-range.
Season high for him, 2-point game. Fontecchio missing. With 5.5 minutes left, the Celtics can tie it or take the lead. Celtics have scored 11 unanswered points. Oh, Simons with 11 straight points for Boston.
Going to work off the dribble and then into the mid-range area here with the tough fadeaway. Pelle Larsson in his grill, no matter.
And you know what time it is. Llegó la hora loca. You gotta turn it up, Miami. Turn it up. Let's go.
A mí que me importa el dinero, a mí que me importa la fama. Aquí lo que importa es salud, familia, el futuro, los niños y las amas. Estos artistas no son hombres, todavía hacen pipi en la cama.
Miami, I need you to get loud on the count of 3. You ready? On the count of 3, I need you to scream. 1, 2, 3, scream! Here we go!
¿Podemos pedir su atención? A partir de este momento los móviles deberán estar encendidos y puestos en modo linterna.
Here is your Range Rover, engineered to win, and Anthony Simons trying to do his best to help Boston get a road win. Got a season high 32, 11 in the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, he's got their last 11. Johnny, he's been unguardable with his threes, getting off the dribble, beating everybody. How do the Heat slow that man down?
Right now, it's going to be hard. I think they almost have to opportunistically look to double team him. Certainly fake at him. He's way too comfortable in a great rhythm right now, scoring at all 3 levels. He's only been to the free throw line twice. So Miami could, if they can, be a little bit more physical, look to double team him when they can. Certainly crowd him, take him out of his rhythm here. There's the double team. They give it up.
Open 3, buries it.
That's what they do, though. We saw this in the fourth quarter in Boston, getting those barrage of threes with Hauser leading the way off a double team there on Simons.
Celtics take their first lead of the second half with just over 5 minutes left. Powell's pass knocked out of bounds. The last time Boston lead, the score was 4-3.
So we talk about what happens. You pick your poison. You double team Simons. You leave open a guy like Hauser, and he's deadly out there. 38%. Good call by Joe Mazzulla to get his shooters out there around Simons if the Heat would double team.
11 Boston triples tonight. Back to Yakachonis. The rim got his shot, but Yakachonis drew a Boston foul. And they go over the limit. This is interesting. They're over the limit. The Heat have yet to commit a team foul with 5:01 to play.
Quick dart inside, and that is poor defense there. You have to always keep an eye on the inbounder, who in my opinion is like the most dangerous guy on an out of bounds play as a cutter, and that's exactly what Yakachonis is able to do. Cut under the basket, receive the pass, and draw a foul.
Remember, Yakachonis playing in his 15th game as a Heat rookie. His best game was the one at Boston when he had 17 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, tripled 5 times, played 36 minutes in that game. Played a key role in this one, and drops in the 2 free throws. Matter of fact, the only career start for Yakachonis came in Boston. He's got 9 points and 7 assists tonight.
Yeah, leading the team in assists with 7. And Playing some good defense, too. Coach Spo leaving him out there to guard Simons right now.
1 point Heat lead, 4:48 left. Another thriller. Simons, untouchable.
Wow.
He's got 14 points in the quarter, 35 for the game. Boston by 2. Simons 13 for 25 from the field, 7 of 15 from 3. And that entire Celtic bench, including Jason Tatum, on their feet. Jonas got it! Oh, the rookie coming up, Roses. He's got 8 fourth-quarter points, and he puts the Heat back in front by 1.
Fearless play by the rookie. What confidence by the young fella.
He's 3 of 4 from downtown. Hauser. Jaylen Brown. He got it. And you can hear the Celtics fans here in Miami. Well, Brown had 15 in the third. That was his first score of the fourth. Powell gets blocked by the best shot-blocking guard on planet Earth. That would be Derek White. White 8th in the league this year in block shots, 1.5 of those a game. 2-point lead for Boston. Brown, pull up. Rebound, Jaylen Brown. Hauser. Derek White gets fouled, and again, John, the relentless offensive rebound work for Boston, slowly turning this game in their direction.
Yeah, no question here. Here's the step back. Jonas there, but not close enough. And here's the trap. They spread the floor and move it one extra pass and get Jaylen Brown going, and then they're going at the glass again and again. It was 3 opportunities here before fouling Derek White. Heat trailing by 2, but plenty of time left with 3:33 to go here. But we're back in a possession kind of game, E, where the game's slowing down, and this benefits the Boston Celtics, this pace. The Heat can pick it up and get it down the floor quicker. It'd be much more beneficial for them.
John, remember earlier in the season, the Heat had the same problem, defensive rebounding. Just the other night in the win against Phoenix, they gave up 18 offensive rebounds. Tonight, they've given up 16. And that has resulted in the second chance points advantage for Boston, 28-7. They're ahead by 3. White with 1 more free throw. He's 5 of 5 at the stripe. Oh, it's 109-105. Boston with 3.5 minutes left. And Eric Spoelstra going to take a timeout. The Heat, John, have been outperformed here in the fourth quarter. They've been outscored 26-12. Let's pause for a quick word from Hyundai.
Sick car, man. I charge my phone. Can I get the Wi-Fi, please? Let's put it in sport mode.
Loaded with features for everyone. How it should be. The Hyundai Elantra.
Anthony Simons, what a game he is playing tonight for the Celtics. A career game for him. Not his best game of his career, but certainly one of them. John, the Celtics, they gave up 93 points through 3 quarters. They have held the Heat to 12 fourth-quarter points.
Yeah, it's been an impressive performance. Kind of thinking back to that game in mid-December up in Boston where they were able to really get to Miami in that fourth quarter with a 3-point barrage. We've seen some of the shot making, but it's been Simons who really has been the spark plug for them, not Jaylen Brown. And Simons just doing a great job of forcing the defense to focus so much on him that now other guys like Hauser and Brown are involved, and now the Heat are scrambling, trying to guard multiple offensive players.
Stay tuned for our Heat Live postgame show. It's presented by Verizon. Comes up immediately following the conclusion of tonight's game. Heat ball down 4. 109-105. Jaylen Brown with 25. Anthony Simons, season high 35.
Yeah, 26-12 advantage for the Celtics in this quarter right now. And they have been the more aggressive attacking team. This slower pace certainly benefiting them. All about execution here.
Keep going with Wiggins, Jonas, Hero, Adebayo, and Powell. Set play. Powell gets by Brown and scores. That was not easy. Norman Powell with 22.
Talk about execution. That was outstanding right there with Powell off the dribble.
Hero picks up Simons. We approach the 3-minute mark. Simons to the basket. Rejected. Oh my, what a block. Powell for 3. Oh. Rebound to Yakachonis. Powell back to the rookie. He got fouled. No, an offensive foul. Yakachonis kicking his legs out, and he gets the foul rather than Derek White. It stays a 2-point Celtics lead.
Wow, interesting closeout too. Derek White coming from a weird angle, actually, from the baseline side, and Yakachonis knew the shot was going off towards the right, so kicks out the right leg there, trying to draw a foul.
Here's where you need your defense to come shining through and save the night. 2:38 left. Jaylen Brown. Oh, that felt too easy for Brown. 5 points in the fourth quarter for him, 27 for the night, and the Celtics now ahead by 4, which equals their largest lead of the game. Powell splits the D. Bam! Missed the 3. Simons with a rebound.
Really good execution offensively. I mean, a wide open shot. Just gotta make those.
Two minutes left. Brown gets it back. Simons. And Wiggins had to knock it out of bounds. The Heat have not boxed out well tonight. It's one offensive rebound after another for this Boston team.
And Wiggins really just trying to get this one to prevent Garza from catching it and laying it in.
17 offensive boards for the guys wearing green. That was a foul before the shot on Bam defending Jaylen Brown. Third foul on Bam. Well, he'd have been shut down here in the fourth quarter, getting outscored 28-14. In the Brown, over to Simons. Garza. And Hauser tips it in. No, it won't count. Basket interference, and the Heat get a reprieve. But again, another free rim run for somebody wearing a green jersey.
Let's see, the Celtics may challenge this.
Oh, no. We're going to let the officials check. Celtics have called a timeout, and they have challenged. (111-107) Boston. And John, it looks like it was off the rim.
Yeah,
that's going to
has to be, in the cylinder. It was coming off there, and they're looking at that closely, going back and forth.
After review, the ball is outside the cylinder. It's a successful basket. 2 points for Hauser. It'll be Miami ball on the baseline.
Now it's 113-107 Boston.
That's a tough call, though.
Scored by 10 in the fourth quarter in Boston in mid-December. And the Celtics doing a very similar thing tonight, only in the Heat's house, where they've won their last 4 visits. Celtics have taken 7 of the last 8 games against Miami, and they've won 7 of their last 8 in Miami. Joe Mazzulla quenching his thirst. Young head coach, 37 years old, out of Johnston, Rhode Island. Played at West Virginia for John Beilein, and Bob Huggins went to the Final Four as a player in 2010. And he's proven to be a defiant, competitive, strong-willed head coach for Boston. Powell on the turnaround for 2. Norman has 24. Still an opportunity, but it's got to come with defense and a rebound right now.
Solid turnaround, 2-foot jump stop by Norman Powell.
113-109, Celtics with the lead and the ball.
Got to accept the one-on-one challenge right now on the Miami side.
Hero trying to stay in front of Brown. And he did it, plus he got the rebound. Now you got to score on this trip. Hero. Oh, he was right there. But it was only green jerseys around the defensive glass.
Yeah, in between going off the backboard and going straight to the basket there and back rims that.
We're down to 40 seconds left in the game. This is a critical possession. Simons. He missed it. Yakachonis with a rebound, and the door potentially still open. Bam. Bounced off.
How did that miss?
Hero and Adebayo both missing in the paint shots in the final minute of this game.
Got a foul.
And finally, Joe Mazzulla's Celtics call for timeout with 15 seconds left in the game. Now, the Celtics team, they've made a habit of finding ways to win.
Boy, Heat missing 2 really good looks with Tyler there, back rimming that, and then Bam coming right back down here and had Garza on his heels and tries to shoot this one with touch instead of using the backboard. And those are shots those guys will make 7 out of 10 times at least. And those are tough misses for Miami here with just 15 seconds left.
It's been a poor shooting game for Miami and a somewhat anemic offensive half for the Heat with just 45 second half points. We invite you to tune in Saturday night. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and his Oklahoma City Thunder headed to the Heat's house. Our Heat Live pregame show presented by Xfinity at 7:30. Game tips at 8 p.m. Well, those are the best records since November 12th. Thunder with the best record overall in the NBA. John, the Heat here in the fourth quarter have missed 15 of their 20 shots. They've been outscored 30-16. Some of it is excellent Celtics defense, and some of it just a poor job of executing and shot making for Miami.
Yeah, and again, the pace is what's really hurt Miami. It's slowed down. It's in the mud. Miami all season long has struggled executing in the half court. Good quick foul there by Kazyak has shown us you got to stop the clock. Unfortunately, let's see, Simon's going to the line, and he's an 88% free throw shooter.
John, Bam Adebayo is an example of how this game turned. Bam had 17 points in the first half, 2 here in the second. Well, Celtics trying to go 10 games over the 500 now. Remember, we told you they hadn't lost 4 out of 5 in 3 years. It looks like it's going to be a streak that continues for them. That's incredible consistency, and John Eric Spoelstra keeps talking about that. That's what separates good from great and good from not so great. And Eric Spoelstra's team working on the consistency. The Celtics somehow, even with this change cast, have been more consistent. You gotta give them credit, John. Boston, nobody, I don't think anybody other than the folks wearing those green jerseys expected this could happen without Jason Tatum, losing Porzingis and Drew Holiday and Al Horford. Well, this Celtics team recreating themselves, and some think Jason Tatum could come back by the end of the season. And would you want to face a Celtic team that might be a little bit lower seeded, but getting an MVP All-Star type player back? But John, you got to give credit. Joe Mazzulla, he could be misunderstood by your press conferences. This guy obviously does a lot right with his team to continue to win at the rate they win.
Well, look, he's getting them to do the things that it takes. With this group, it's about defense, and it's about spreading out the floor and getting to the three-point shooting. And when this game slowed down in the fourth quarter, they were able to execute their game plan to perfection. They hung in there through 3 quarters because of their bench scoring and their second chance opportunities. But boy, the fourth quarter, this is Celtic basketball right now. Slowing it down, playing in the mud, and then beating you off the dribble and driving and kicking and getting 3-point shots. And they've had their scorers in Anthony Simons and Jaylen Brown step up in a big way.
This has been statistically one of Miami's worst fourth quarters this season. You know, when the Celtics get to 117 points, nobody's beaten them. They're 18-0 when they reach 117.
They're at 115 right now. They have a 6-point lead with just under 14 seconds left. Again, the Celtics in Atlanta Saturday, at Detroit on Monday.
Really need a 3-point shot if you can get one here.
Celtics trying to end a 2-game losing streak. Both games, a loss to San Antonio and a loss at Indiana. Bam, triples with 10 seconds left. It's a 3-point game. Got a foul. And they do take the foul on Hauser with 8.5 seconds left.
Really excellent screen. And then finding Bam on the pop back here. And he's able to elevate and take his time a bit as Hauser kind of lost his balance and fell backwards. But credit Bam for knocking down that third triple of the evening for him. 15
trays for the Heat, 22 points for Bam, and that's Hauser's chance with his first free throws of the game. These are only his 9th and 10th free throws of the season.
Yeah, he takes the majority of his shots are out beyond the arc, so just not being able to get to that free throw line because he's not driving and going to the rim and creating contact.
Eric Spoelstra's going to take a timeout. Celtics with a 5-point lead, just 8.5 seconds left here in Miami.
Larry Hoover, whipping work, hallelujah. One nation, under God, real, getting money from the start. I think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover, getting work, hallelujah. One nation, under God, real, getting money from the start. My Rolls Royce triple black, I'm Geechee. Ballin' in the club, bottles like I'm Meechee. Rose, that's my nickname. Running in my big vein. Self-made, you just affiliated. I built it ground up, you bought and renovated.
The Celtics' best quarter and the Heat's worst quarter, unfortunately coinciding here in the fourth quarter where Miami's been outscored 34-19. The Heat had a 10-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. You know the Heat this year, 19-3 with lead through 3. And that could be a rare exception. Powell gets the deuce. It's a 3-point game.
Back to one possession. Got to get the steal or foul.
They foul Simons immediately. He's 4-4 at the stripe tonight and is an 88% free throw shooter for the season.
This is tough too because Miami out of timeouts. Even on a miss, they can't call timeout and advance the ball the length of the court. Into the front court. They have to go the length of the court now.
Anthony Simons, he saved the night for Boston, John. When they were on the ropes, down by as many as 19, he came firing back. One of the best games of his career, 38 points. He's done it in 34 minutes. He's got 7 triples.
Yeah, that really puts the game into a 2-possession game. Unless Boston does something really stupid and he misses and they foul a 3-point shooter. Heat are in trouble. They got to go the length of the floor.
Down by 5, 3 seconds left. So Simons gets 18 points in the fourth quarter, 39 points for the game. And the Celtics survive the Heat, 119-114. Boston improves their record to 25-15. The Heat at the season's halfway point, 21 wins, 20 losses. Miami Heat basketball is being brought to you on FanDuel Sports Network by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And by Rooms to Go, where you can get big savings during the New Year's sale. In the Celtics' 2 victories over Miami this year, they have outscored the Heat by 25 in the 2 fourth quarters, by 15 tonight, and they win it 119-114. Bam and Jason Tatum with some Olympic gold medal memories. Final score, Boston defeats Miami 119-114. We invite you to join us again Saturday night. Heat with another challenge. They'll take on the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Heat live at 7:30. Game time at 8 p.m. This has been a presentation of FanDuel Sports Network, your home for Miami Heat basketball. Thanks always to the best crew in the NBA and to the best fans as well. For John Crotty, Ron Rothstein, Kelly Sacco, I'm Eric Reed. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next for our Heat Live postgame presented by Verizon.
music.